This video is the first in our series of onboarding videos designed to help you understand all aspects of the Qualaroo product. In this video, we'll cover your dashboard. When you first log in, you will land on your dashboard. This view is designed to give you an overview of all of your surveys, both active and otherwise, as well as some at-a-glance metrics. In the upper right-hand corner, there's a link to manage your account. This is the area where you can change your password, manage your subscription and billing information, as well as generate an API secret for our reporting API if you're on a plan that supports that. Just below that is the option that allows you to create new surveys and nudges. The options you have available to you will depend on the plan that you're on. You will also have access to the survey template library, which is an excellent place to start if you're not sure what sort of survey to create. Moving down a bit, let's focus on the domain area. There are some options next to the domain to be aware of. Let's start with site settings. Depending on your plan, you will have the ability to integrate with a few analytics programs. If these integrations are available to you, we highly recommend using them as they give you greater view into the metrics produced by Qualaroo. Simply check the integration you want to use and you'll start seeing Qualaroo data in that system. Next to that is the area where you can access the Qualaroo JavaScript tied to your domain. This is important to note if your plan supports multiple domains, because you will have a unique piece of JavaScript for each domain. Before creating any surveys, you will need to add this piece of code to every page across your entire site. Once that's done, you can control how and where each survey shows on your site with the tools in your account. You'll also notice there's a caret next to the domain name. Clicking on this will cause the domain and its surveys to collapse and expand. This is extremely helpful for those of you who are on plans that support multiple domains. Next to each survey, you'll see a button that indicates whether or not the survey is live on your site. We call this the Options button. If you click on it, you'll notice that you not only have the ability to enable and pause surveys, but we give you an easy way to export the response data directly from your dashboard. When you're done with your survey, you have the option to archive it, which moves it to a different tab on your dashboard. The Archived Surveys area is where you can store old surveys so they don't clutter up your main view of the dashboard. Since we don't delete anything, you can come to this area to review your old surveys, view and export responses, and even move them back to the main view of your dashboard if you like. Next to each survey, you'll notice that we display a few at-a-glance metrics. The time indication shows when the survey was first created, not when the survey was first activated. The views and responses metrics do have a 2-hour delay, which is especially important to keep in mind when first activating and testing your surveys. Beneath these metrics, you can directly access the different areas of the survey editor, along with an option to preview the survey as well as clone it. The cloning tool can be really useful if you use an iteration method with your surveys, or if you want to create similar surveys without having to recreate everything from scratch. It's possible you might encounter the Unconfigured Surveys area. This area contains surveys that have content but have not yet been given a target URL. You won't be given the option to activate these surveys until you go to the targeting section and enter the domain that they'll be on. Finally, on the right, you'll see a panel that includes several metrics pertaining to your account. From here, you can easily see how many domains are associated with your account, how many reports have been requested, which includes a useful link to download those reports again, the total surveys, total views, and your cumulative response rate. That's it for understanding the dashboard. Up next, the survey editor.